What's the
So
best
what I'm
piece of advice or the most recent best advice that you've given to a guy friend? What was the topic and what was the subject and what advice did you give him? You said you coach men. You
I
guide men.
no, men or women, it depends. I love interrupting when I don't agree. I wanted to tell you, Muff. So tell me again.
I got that. I got that point pretty clearly. You said you coach men. What do you
No, I don't
coach
coach
men on?
anyone. I am a spiritual guide. It's different.
You guide men.
No, men or women, it depends. Usually it's a couple,
Let's talk
but
about
I
men
have
in this. Oh, okay, fine. But like,
all
let's talk
my
about men
friends are
specifically
men
in this context.
or women, it depends.
All of your friends are
So
men or who or what?
or women. For me, it's not about the gender; it's about the person. In my opinion, sorry, Muff, you categorize too much. It's too much logic for me. But
Do you
don't
not
worry, we
think
are
there are
different.
biological differences between men and women?
Absolutely, but because I have a guy friends doesn't mean that I don't have, women friends. And since you are so shocked that I have guy friends, do you think I only
I'm
get
not
along
shocked
with
at all.
women? Ah, okay.
No, I thought we were talking about, you said you work with men, but you're saying you have guy friends.
See,
Is that what you
no,
mean?
to say that I guide even my friends. So I'm a guide for everyone in terms of how I live. So people seek guidance often, and often are men. And I can see that the man that is emotionally awakened is much more powerful than a man that only uses logic. That's how you become unique.
What's the
So
best piece of advice or the most recent best advice that you've given to a guy friend? What was the topic and what was the subject and what advice did you give him?
Too many examples.
Just give me the most recent one. Just one you can think of, or your best one. What you think your best advice to men is, or give me advice. What do you think the best advice is for me? If I'm
don't follow logic, listen to your emotions.
If I'm coming to you and saying, Francesca, I need help, what are you going to tell me?
Well, exactly. Listen to your emotions. Don't follow your logic, because the logic is going to betray you.
What am I supposed to do with that information?
Logic never betrays me. Emotions can sometimes betray me.
Let's go deeper. So if a guy is asking for an advice and I say, this is logic suggesting you this because that's what you have been learning. But what you have been learning, which is your logical side, so you learn and logically you think this way. So it's one way. There is no expansion of any other direction because logic makes you one way in one go. So basically there is no expansion of reality. So what I say, because
Francesca,
they seek advices.
I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to try this one more time. Because I can't keep doing these word salads. Like a guy comes
I'm teasing you, but it's the truth.
Question. No, I'm asking you for a specific example. A guy comes to you and he says, hey, I really like this girl. We went on a date. I went on a date with this girl. I texted her the next day, but she's not responding to me. What do I do? And I want to be very clear. The question is, what do I do next? What is my step? What do I actually do? And not change my mindset, not lean into my emotions. Like what is your advice for me? What do I do?
I'm sorry because there is a friend that she was telling me something. So I want to say, Muff, when you act for what you learn from others is not necessarily what your emotion is suggesting you. So related to what you told me just now, it's more important your emotion than what logic is suggesting, because logic is what you have been learning from the external, okay? You are not born with logic. A child, his inner child is alive because there is no much logic. It's all about emotions.
It's also not true.
So I'm just making you visualize. Maybe you close your eyes when I talk about this, because otherwise your logic is gonna interfere. So
Francesca, are you going to answer the question? Or are we going to have to move on?
I was talking to a friend. Repeat it, please, Muff.
Okay. My goodness. A guy comes to you and says, a guy comes to you and needs advice.
Yeah.
Okay. He's asking you what he should do. Let's say
related to
he really likes a girl. He's going to ask her out on a date. She wants to go out with him. But let's say he doesn't know where to take her. He doesn't know the next step. What are you going to tell him? Or let's say she doesn't respond to him. Let's say that she's cold and she's unresponsive after she said she would go out on a date. What's your actionable advice? What should that man actually do?
First, first question would be, what is your emotion about this? What are you feeling about this? I know. I know. Infatti, Maffa, you cannot understand it because logic would say, insist on this, but if your emotion is telling you something is wrong, something is not right about this connection, I would listen to the emotion.
Is this emotion gut feeling?
Yes, absolutely. It's so important. It's like being in tune with yourself and not with what you have been learning from others, which is not part of you. It's so important to listen to your emotions. They make you whom you are. Otherwise, you become like everyone else. That's why Martha says that everyone is the same, all women the same, all men the same. It's not true.
Never said that.
Let's even play it out. Let's play it out more. This guy's emotions are that
no, I can't.
really
I can't.
wants this girl.
I can't. We have to stop.
If you tell a woman.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.